There's a global tech and chip sell-off today in the market. The Nasdaq's down over 3%. What's causing this global sell-off? Well, the root cause is in South Korea. The South Korean stock market hit a circuit breaker yesterday, being down 10% due to all the volatility. And Samsung and SK Hynix, their memory chip companies, their top memory chip companies, were down over 12%. It's not because there's not enough AI demand. AI chip exports are through the roof there. It's simply because year to date, the stock prices for these memory chips are up 95%. So there's froth in the market. And as I said in previous videos and articles, you know, we're not gonna have like long drawn out crashes, in my opinion. We're gonna have maybe, if anything, speed crashes, or what's even more appropriate than speed crashes is waves. You know, as one sector in the AI trade gets ahead over their skis, there'll be a little, you know, reckoning moment, and then the next leg of the AI trade will continue. But, you know, when a wave kind of crashes, it doesn't, you know, stop forever. It goes back into the water, and you have, you know, more waves and stuff like that. So, you know, the crash won't last forever. All of this is temporary, in my opinion. This is a today thing, and tomorrow is the ultimate test. We have Micron's earnings tomorrow, and I expect that to really show the demand of the AI chips for memory and high bandwidth memory and DRAM to really, you know, go through the roof. And tomorrow's earnings report will certainly show that. Granted, that doesn't mean that we aren't ahead of our skis in the AI trade, which is why we had the sell-off today. And it's not the geopolitical US and Iran situation. Obviously, it looked like talks over the weekend were going to fail. You know, we had some comments from the US, and then Iran looked like they were going to walk away, but I think that was a stunt. Then they were back at the negotiating table. The vice president said there was some progress there. Who knows the ultimate truth? But either way, oil being down in the 70s, you know, that's not a, you know, a geopolitical flare-up per se. You know, I think, you know, we got to watch, you know, how the negotiations play out. But ultimately, I think we're in the right trajectory. Let's see what happens. And we also had some good quantum news. You know, you had the administration doing quantum executive order, pretty much trying to invest in some quantum capabilities in the U.S., building a quantum computer and trying to, a US quantum computer, and really trying to invest in quantum cryptography. You know, but I don't think that ultimately helped the quantum stocks today because of the wider global tech and chip sell-off. But either way, all eyes are on tomorrow's Micron earnings report for the ultimate truth, and I think we're going to be pretty impressed with their earnings report tomorrow, proving the sell-off is temporary.